I arrived on the scene about a year and 3 months ago, and I was looking for a better cup of coffee than the GD Starbucks.
You know what, though? I don't think you found it, but that's another story. It's hit or miss here with the coffee.
Starbucks ruined their coffee back in '99. I knew that for a fact because I flew out to Nevada, and it was still the good stuff out there. And then 3 months later, they ruined it out there. Came sort of enamored with the place, somewhat like this other fellow was saying, because it's sort of a homey atmosphere and it lends itself to conversation and talking to perfect strangers oftentimes. And it's quite a mixed crowd.
You were saying that. You were saying it was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get here.
Yeah, and they're all mixed up. Some of them have almonds and the other ones have pistachios.
Some of them are just nutty.
Yeah, exactly.
Dolphins can swim. Though nothing will keep us together. We can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
I have fulfilled my 20-year dream, said Walters, a former truck driver for a company that makes TV commercials. I'm staying on the ground. I've proved the thing works. Larry's boyhood dream was to fly, but the fates conspired to keep him from his dream. He joined the Air Force, but his poor eyesight disqualified him from the job of pilot. After he was discharged from the military, he sat in his backyard watching the jets fly overhead. He hatched his weather balloon scheme while sitting outside in his extremely comfortable Sears lawn chair. He purchased 45 weather balloons from the Army-Navy surplus store, tied them to his tethered lawn chair, dubbed Inspiration 1, and filled the 4-foot diameter balloons with helium. Then he strapped himself to his lawn chair with some sandwiches, Miller Lite, and a pellet gun. He figured he would pop a few of the many balloons when it was time to descend. Larry's plan was to sever the anchor and lazily float up to a height of 30 feet above his backyard, where he would enjoy a few hours of flight before coming down. But things didn't work out quite as Larry planned.
In 1982 over the LA skies were recorded by REACT and were obtained by flight data. What you are about to hear are the actual conversations that took place between Larry Walters, his ground crew, and the local and federal authorities. Thank you.
You read me, anyone? Ron, this inspiration, you read me, over.
Ron, no, I can hear you.
Okay, evidently I lost my glasses.
Ron, cut him down. You gotta come down if you can't see. Cut him down.
I've got my other glasses. I can see perfectly, don't worry.
Is everything okay?
Everything's A-okay. Notify all the proper authorities, etc. Do you copy, over?
I copy. Are you sure you're okay? There's planes up there. We can hear them. Are you okay?
I'm A-okay. I'm going through a thin fog layer, over.
Oh, God, keep talking, Larry. We can't see you. We hear airplanes.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm rising. My altitude.
No, you're heading for the ocean. You do not want to go over the ocean, so you have to come down soon.
Listen to me. I'm coming over the fog. Over.
But once you get over the fog and if you're heading toward the ocean, are you going to go or are you going to land?
I'll land. Don't worry.
When his friends cut the cord anchoring the lawn chair to his Jeep, he did not float lazily up to 30 feet. Instead, he streaked into the Los Angeles sky as though he'd been shot from a cannon, pulled by the lift of 42 helium balloons holding 33 cubic feet of helium each. He didn't level off at 100 feet, nor did he level off at 1,000 feet. After climbing and climbing, he leveled off at 16,000 feet. At that height, he felt he couldn't risk shooting any of the balloons, lest he unbalance the load and really find himself in trouble. So he stayed there, drifting, cold and frightened with his beer and the sandwiches, and for more than 14 hours. He crossed the primary approach corridor to LAX, where the Trans World Airlines and Delta airline pilots radioed in reports of a strange sight. Eventually, he gathered a nerve to shoot a few balloons, and slowly descended. The hanging tethers tangled and caught in a power line, blacking out a Long Beach neighborhood for 20 minutes. Larry climbed to safety, where he was arrested by waiting members of the LAPD. As he was led away in handcuffs, a reporter dispatched to cover the daring rescue asked him why he had done it. Larry replied nonchalantly, "A man just can't sit around."